started. Johnny on the track. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Nigga, started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here.
Started from the bottom. Little recap from last week with all of our people, all of our bottom feeders, basically making a little bit of an impact on the league for the first time, being some of the big teams. This is my second take at this because something's going on with my computer. Nonetheless, I'm going to run through these rather quickly because of that. So, sorry, I'm just double checking, make sure this is working still. Basically, we have 6 games coming on. We got Forte Yard Dash against the Fence Hopper, taking myself. Duke Unnecessary Fisting, taking Fisting. Prodigy and Mike Dicka. I'm going to go ahead and take the Prodigy. Dutch Oven and Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan in a slight upset. Rectal Renegades and Vinegar Strokes. I'm going to take the Renegades. And Team 10 and Final Answer, I'm going to go with Team 10. So, I'm going to get into a little bit of the reasons why shortly. But what I also wanted to talk about, we're midway through our league, 7 weeks in at this point. Wanted to go over a few little details, who's in, who's out right now, the playoffs, how does the draft picture look, etc. Right now we do have Andy in first place and Jason in second place, each with a bye if the season ended today. Also, in the first round matchups, we would have myself against Dustin, Pierce Brosnan, and then Fence Hopper against Vinegar Strokes. So those guys, us, would all be in the playoffs as of right now. Making an impact, making a run towards the championship. And if we were looking at who's drafting first, who's going to be in the lottery, who's in the consolation bracket, we're looking at Dutch Oven, the Prodigy, the Final Answer, I Love Mike Dicka, Team 10, and Duke. And for all of those keeping track, yes, I would have 3 chances at the number 1 pick. That means I could legitimately end up with the number 1, 2, and 3 pick if the season ended today. I really wish it did. Nonetheless, I thought that would be a little bit of an interesting tidbit of knowledge for you guys. As we go on to the actual games, the reason why I picked myself over Fence Hopper, mainly when you look at Fence Hopper's team, Peterson did not practice today, so that could be a big impact, number 1. Number 2, as of right now, he has 2 people in on buys. The only people he can basically substitute them for are Yoik Bell and Toby Gearhart. Yes, I said Yoik Bell and Toby Gearhart. I like my chances against that combo every week, no matter what. I'm so confident that I'm going to start a backup running back this week, more than likely, Joseph Randall, because I don't have any other running backs to put in. I keep trading them away. I might start Peyton Hillis, actually. Another pickup for the week. But nonetheless, I'm very confident in what's happening. I think I can still take them on, even down a little bit. And in key performance metrics when it comes to the matchup, the big differences in our team, my wide receivers are projected 57 points, and his are only at 34. So, big little mismatch in my mind. Liking how I'm looking. That's pretty good. In another battle, we have Duke and Unnecessary Fisting. Yeah, you know, Andy's team's still looking solid, even though he did lose on quite a bit of depth. He did win in the big trade with A.J. Green over Doug Martin. Basically, you got A.J. Green for nothing at this point. And your Dallas combo is playing Detroit, Romo and Bryant. So you are geared up for a lot of points. Wade Thomas is against Washington, another gimme. Derek's team, although he is looking better, you know, a little bit week over week, as you're looking at his squad with his trades that he has made, he's still not quite there. Brady's not the quarterback he has been because he hasn't had his weapons. Zach Stacy, another big one of his trade items, is going against Seattle this week. Seattle doesn't give up anything to anybody. I don't like that chance. And he is starting Riley Cooper and Zach Ertz of Philadelphia. I never like starting 2 players of the same team who are both catching the ball against another team. I just don't like it. So that's why I'm taking Andy. And we have Dutch Oven against Pierce Brosnan. This is going to be the matchup of the week because it not only means the most, more than likely, I think it's going to be one of the highest scoring, closest matchups that we're going to have. Between Jamal Charles and Cam Newton and Antonio Brown, you know, Dutch Oven's set for a very big week. Those guys are projected just a ridiculous amount of points, which is probably too high. But he did also pick up Reed from Washington, which I thought was a great pickup. I even emailed him and told him that. It was a great pickup. Dustin Spiller did not practice this week, although he did say that he is feeling 10 times better than last week. I don't know what that means because he was practicing last week. The chances you have, you are against Buffalo with Drew Brees, which is going to help you out quite a bit. Frank Gore's against Jacksonville, and your plethora of Giants players are against Philadelphia. Because of those reasons, I am picking you. As we go to game cuatro, Recto Renegades and the Vinegar Strokes. I think this is going to be a fairly close game, but it's going to be based on injuries, who actually plays, because both these teams are decimated by injuries. I have DMPs all over both of these, and LPs as well. I'm picking Jason, though, because of one person, Peyton Manning. He's going against Washington, not a good defense. The Bears put up 41, and they had a backup quarterback in, for goodness sakes. I do suggest getting Powell out of there. Put in anybody else if you don't really have anybody else. So that's going to hurt you, I guess. But I don't think a lot of the Eric's players play, and if they do, they're very limited, and that's why I'm picking the Recto Renegades. In a big battle of the week, Team 10 in the final answer, I'm taking Team 10, strictly because Mike's team's not good. I think he's trying for the #1 pick for me. Thank you. He put up 77 points last week, lost by 100. You start adding these things up, it's not good. And this is going to be the first week that Team 10 has not been number 12 in the league. Mark my words. Congratulations, Jared, already marked on the board. And in our final game, Prodigy and Dicka, probably going to be the second best game of the week. I will be taking Prodigy because Dicka's talked too much trash, mainly. My NFL.com screen's frozen or something right now. I don't know what's happening, so I can't actually look at your team. But I think Prodigy has a lot less people on buys. He's actually due for a semi-decent game again. He's up and coming just like you are, but the team that loses this game will be officially out of the playoffs, in my mind. That's what I'm putting together at this point. So this is both of your guys' game of the year, perhaps, if you want to go ahead and say that. I am taking the Prodigy, though. So before this freezes out and has another issue, which it may already be doing that. I don't know what's happening. Oh, I think it's working now. Alright, I'm just going to close this up and say see you later.